Hot Atlanta, Georgia. Let's get it. These the season 2023 season predictions of the Atlanta Falcons. They mashed together a lot of people on the defense that we don't know if it's gonna mesh well, but they giving the keys to the Ferrari to Desmond Ridder, and I think he was pretty good at Cincinnati. He never lost a home game, so maybe that'll carry over to the pros. Well, last year he didn't lose a home game either, so yeah, right. They drafted the young running back Bijan Robinson. I think him, Cordell Patterson, and Tyler the Algier, the dude that had 1,000 yards last year. I think they're gonna be viable in the run game. Arthur Smith, he coached Derrick Henry in his best season, so he's a run game guru. They got Jonnu Smith to be the inline tight end while they flex out Kyle Pitts. They have the long, big, tall target Drake London and Matt Collins on the outside with Scotty Miller in the slot. Their offensive line was pretty good. Run blocking, Chris Lindstrom. So the offense should put up points as they did last year. Their defense was just a little atrocious. So they got a new defense coordinator. They added Callis Campbell. They added Zach Harrison through the draft with Lorenzo Carter, Jesse Bates. They traded for Jeff Okudah. I'm very high on him. I think in a new city, new system, I think he thrives across from A.J. Terrell. So they might be viable. With that being said, let's get right into it. Week 1 at home. Like I said, Desmond Ridder don't lose. I think it's going to be too much for the rookie. You know, he's going to make a few mistakes. So I have the Falcons beating the Panthers week 1. And then week 2 versus the Packers at home, settling in. I do have them winning as well. Week 3 at Lions. I do have going to the Lions. Some teams, they play terrible on the road, but it'll be Desmond Ridder, like not his first road start because he started last year on the road, but this year first road start. So I think they lose that one. And then another one, week 4 at Jaguars. I do think they lose that one as well in London because Jaguars are more familiar about the London trip as well. Week 5 versus the Texans at home. I do think they're going to have a young quarterback as well. So I do think Desmond Ridder, he's more of a little veteran compared to C.J. Stroud, who would just be like maybe 4 games in. So I do have the Falcons winning. Week 6 versus the Commanders. I do think the Commanders could win this, but I'm going to give the win to the Falcons. So week 6, I do have them beating the Commanders. Week 7 at Bucks. I do have them losing to the Bucks. Divisional games are always tough, and they kind of be going half and half, but I do think they're going to get revenge a little bit later. Week 8 at Titans. I do have them losing to the Titans. The Titans, Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins, you know, it's going to be a tough fought outside. It's going to be a little cold in Nashville. And then week 9 versus Vikings. I do have them losing that one. Vikings, I don't think nobody can stop Justin Jefferson, so I do have them losing that one. Week 11 at Cardinals. I do think the Cardinals, by then Kyler Murray is going to be back, and he gonna have to do something. I mean, they could probably win that one, but I would say they lose that one. And then week 11 bye. They go into the bye and come out of the bye and beat the Saints at home. Arthur Smith put together a good game plan. Week 13 at Jets. I'm sorry, they just not on the Jets level. You know, this is a quarterback-driven league, and you know, Desmond Ridder is not on the level of Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about him or anything like that, but he's a 4-time MVP. He have to make up a lot of shoes. Week 14 versus the Bucks, they get their revenge. And then week 15 at Panthers, I do have them losing. I think by the end of the year, Bryce Young is going to know what's good and what's not good. Week 16 versus the Colts, I have them winning. And then week 17 at Bears, I have them losing because they are a dome team going outside in windy Chicago in the cold. I think it's going to be tough, even though they have a plethora of running backs. Week 18 at Saints, I think the Saints, they lose that one. The Saints, and they end off with a 7-10 record. Kind of around the same last year. I think they was 8-9 or maybe like 7-10. They have another top pick, and they move another system another year with Arthur Smith. I could see it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. More content on the way.